The field is stacked with some of the best drivers in the world. My question is why? Why is the Cup Series all of a sudden the apple of every driver's eye?
Shane Van Gisbergen has been perfect. He's won the very first street race in NASCAR.
Now checkered flag is going to fly. He'll cross the yard of bricks. Michael McDowell will go to victory lane. Checkered flag for A.J. Allmendinger as he wins at the Roval.
Well, road course racing has been a great opportunity for world-class talent to come showcase their talents in NASCAR. The next-gen car has made it even more intriguing for some of those guys to come over being more like a sports car. Who are you most excited to see this weekend at COTA?
Well, I first of all completely agree. There's been this influx of international drivers from other series. You look at SVG. Coming in last year, dominating at Chicago. I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do. First Cup start this season for him. And then Kamui Kobayashi, I don't think he got a fair shot last year. He raced Indy, didn't have a lot of experience there, but this weekend at COTA, he has experience. He's raced there in both Formula One and WEC. I think that's going to do him justice.
Now, when I think of ringers, right, I think the guys that created that term are like the Ron Fellows and the Boris Seds, not full-time guys. I think they're guys that come in for one-off races. So, like, I have a tough time putting A.J. Allmendinger on that list now that he's a full-time guy, even though he shows up at the road courses. I've even seen people put Chase Elliott on that list, and I'm like, wait. Just because he's won a bunch of road course races doesn't make him a ringer. He's one of ours. So I think the full-time guys stay out of that list, but the guys like SVG and Kobayashi, we saw Jenson Button last year. We've seen a bunch of guys come in. It makes it really, really exciting.
I think the definition of ringer has kind of changed over the years. Back to your point, like, they used to only run 2 road courses a year. Cup Series drivers, if they were full-time, didn't really worry about their performances on it. Now with half a dozen road courses in the season, you have to be good regardless of whether you're full-time or you're what we call a ringer. And until the ringers start coming in and dominating and winning year after year, I don't know if you can call them a ringer anymore.
One thing those guys have to get used to, though, when they come over is all the passing. And with 20 corners here at COTA, there is a ton of passing zones. Let's hear what the drivers have to say about all the places to pass here at COTA.
Nothing is comfortable about passing at COTA because it's really easy to slide through the apex and wipe the guy out or get wiped out or spin out, really.
I guess turn 1 on the restart, I mean, that's where people gouge their way in there, and it's a good place to pass somebody or get spun out. And I feel like I've done a really good job of getting spun out there the last few years that I've been there. Just minding my own business and just getting destroyed. So maybe I have to change up what I do there and be more of a prick getting into that corner.
Ooh, a little spicy Blaney. He was also salty after Bristol. I think that's all going to come to a head, and he's going to be really aggressive at COTA.
I feel that in my soul, you know, working for him for so long, getting spun out at here. It feels like every time we go to a road course, we work so hard and we just end up getting spun out at the end of the day, kind of not by anything of our own fault, just victim of circumstance. But they are moving the restart zone back a little bit like they did at Indy to try to help the dive bombs in the turn 1.
Maybe the drivers can take a breath.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it works or not.
Yeah, speaking of turn 1, that 133-foot hill climb to that left-hander, sharp left-hander, and then turns 2 through 9. It feels like a quick succession of turns where you really have to be on your game. So technical.
Yeah, it's super technical, and then you get in a long backstretch where they're drafting. Back into the cowboy corner in the stadium section, as Ross Chastain pointed out, so a lot of opportunities for people to be good or bad this weekend.
Yeah, the good thing is, though, I do think they can take a little bit more risk because there's runoff areas, so it's not like if you take a risk, you're going to absolutely wreck your car depending on where you are on the track.
Yeah, and there's rules in that, you know, for the runoff areas. We've seen guys get too low and have to do a pass-through, so very technical. It's a driver's racetrack, and we'll see how it all plays out.